Things are heating up on the homestead, with summer in full swing. And things took a drastic turn with our very sick goat that left us feeling completely gutted. But when one life ends, a new one emerges. Two weeks ago, just days after our dog of 14 years passed away, we noticed that one of our goats was walking like he was drunk. He was struggling staying upright, and his eyes were really red. He couldn't see very well and looked like he was lost, confused. I started calling vets in the area, but no one close by would see a goat. So I called the lady we got the goats from over 4 years ago. It was either goat polio or listeriosis, both of which were not good and oftentimes fatal. She helped us get him on a round of medications and supplements, which we gave him every 4 to 6 hours, even throughout the night. And eventually we found a vet that came to our farm to see him, who told us to keep doing what we were doing because he was showing signs of improvement. We have a very, very sick goat, the one that has immune system issues. It is just very challenging emotionally these last few days as well, because when you know that you are facing potential decisions of having to put a goat down, especially after just losing our dog, it's really, really hard. Every day is different when you live this way. It just is. There's always something. I mean, always. Whether that is just something that comes up unexpected, like the goats. He's in the shed right now. I can try and show you. He's trying to get some rest. There he is, laying down right now. And then, of course, the other ones are doing fine. This is the runt. He is typically the runt of the group, and oftentimes the one that's kind of like, pushed out a little bit here and there, bullied a little bit. But now he is finding this as an opportunity to bully him. So this guy is the sick guy. His name was Columbo when we got him, but he had adopted the nickname Crusty because he always even has a lot of just crustiness around his eyes. His skin is always scabby in various places because of his immune system and his inability to fight off certain things as easily. By the end of that week, we thought we were in the clear. He was doing much better, and we were able to start reducing his medications. But then, things took a drastic turn. Crusty was unable to walk again. The illness came back, and even worse than before. We knew what that meant for him and for us. He's not doing so good at all. We're having to call the vet, and no one's even available to help us take care of this today. Not until tomorrow, which is very disheartening because I don't even think he will make it until then. So we're having to make some very, very tough choices right now for this little guy. This illness attacks the neurological system, causes the brain to swell, eventual blindness, paralysis, seizures, and then death. When Crusty entered our lives 4 years ago, we had never raised goats before. We brought them all home, and they quickly found a place in our hearts.
This way. Come on.
Well, I usually feel like $1,000,000. Life and value, I hold such luck. I'm adding cash to my passing days. These golden years, they always pay. And all these years,
Frozen?
I deserve.
Okay.
If I spend too much, it doesn't hurt. I'm always climbing up that hill. Just living life, such a thrill.
So it's hard to lose one of them, and not something we expected to go through this soon. He will forever be a part of us, of this home, and he will forever be missed. And just days before discovering a sick goat in our herd, we brought home new life, newly hatched baby chicks. I mostly took care of them indoors, but started to bring them out into the garden with me, and they loved it. It's funny how they instinctually know what to do without even being shown by another older hen. They forage, kicking and scratching at the soil, rolling themselves into the dirt for a dust bath, and didn't want to leave. It became more and more difficult getting them back inside. I can't say that I blame them. So I set up a temporary coop for them outside and moved them there. This way the older flock can get used to the young girls, and they can get more and more comfortable living outdoors.
Right in here, right in here. Okay. Oh, I know. I got you. So yesterday was the first time we put them in here, into the outdoor coop. But luckily my husband checked it last night because they were very restless. They were not sleeping. It was a little late at night. And also he discovered that the electric fence, the battery was, I guess, completely drained. It wasn't working. So we didn't have that exterior protection to keep them protected. Whereas the others, of course, were already locked up inside their coop. So he brought them back in at night, and they were able to get a lot of sleep overnight. And so I think that what I'm going to do as I transition them is put them in here during the day. That way they can just gradually get used to the new outdoor coop, and then bring them in at night. So that way they can stay protected and sleep well indoors.
I just want to briefly interrupt this video to let you know that my seasonal tea blend, Summer Sun Tea, is back. This tea is my go-to blend all summer long. It has cooling plants in it to help you stay balanced when the heat rises in summer. Anytime we have the extremes, whether it's winter or summer, it can wreak havoc on our bodies and cause a lot of issues. So anything you can do to keep your body cool when it's so hot out will keep you healthy and well. I use my own farm-grown ginger in the tea. and the linden and hibiscus flower are the key to this special blend. You can find it on my website, thenakedgardener.us, as well as some of my most popular tea blends, like Beam Me Up, which is the tea I make just for men. It boosts libido, regulates hormones like testosterone, treats erectile dysfunction, and gives you natural energy. And then there's Cloud 9, which also has the cooling hibiscus flower and some other botanicals that help with anxiety and depression, as well as ADHD. Again, you can find all my teas at thenakedgardener.us. Thanks for your support. Summer is finally here. It's the most beautiful time of year when everything is fully grown. There's more light on the earth. The trees are full of leaves and everything is in full bloom. But it's also the time when it gets insanely hot and the pests are feverishly looking to feed. So I've been busy keeping the garden well, clearing out plants that have reached the end of their cycle, feeding them and protecting them and me from bugs. But I don't use any chemicals in my garden or on myself, so sometimes that can be a bit of a challenge. That's why I am mindful about what I plant in my garden. At the beginning, nearly 5 years ago, I had just built my garden and was starting to fill it with perennial plants, like a variety of berry bushes, fruit trees, and other edible and medicinal plants that come back year after year. Every year since then, I added more and more. Filling it with these amazing perennials turns it into more of an edible food forest paradise. And when you walk into the woods of any forest, you notice no bugs, no disease. Everything is in balance. Even under the canopy of the tallest trees, there are smaller ones beneath it growing, and underneath that, shrubs and ground cover plants, teeming with life, barely touched by the sun, but without any help of a human, growing well and thriving. It's an ecosystem that works like Mother Nature intended. So that's what I try to build here. And since I started this journey, I've noticed the difference between when I plant annuals like kales, spinach, lettuce, and tomatoes versus the perennial plants that come back every year. The perennials get stronger each year, more vibrant and better than before, while the annuals struggle, often getting attacked by insects or hit with fungal issues, which usually means more work for me to do in order to keep them healthy throughout the season. So the more edible and medicinal perennial plants I add, the less involved I need to be in maintaining my garden, because Mother Nature will simply do what she does best. And this year, I grew very little annual plants, mostly kale, lettuce, and other greens. I didn't grow tomatoes, cucumbers, or squash, and decided after last year not to grow them anymore. I believe that a plant that can firmly establish roots deep within this earth and truly make a home here is a plant that wants to traverse the seasons with me, be a part of this environment and all the life that is here, including me. A plant that wants us all to be well.
using this stuff. It's like a root enhancer. It's an inoculant. I've been having some success this year using that. So I'm going to use that for this plant. And hopefully it's going to like this spot. I had to put my shirt on because even though I really want to get some sun right now, it's the morning sun, it is insane how many bugs and stuff are out right now trying to come after me. I think it's because my body has been working up a little bit of some heat and I'm sweating, so all of those insects are probably enjoying that. I've been letting the baby chicks into the garden and they've been loving it. They're getting big though, so they're starting to fly away from me and they're a little harder to get back in to the garden, or into the house rather, which is where we have them for now. Pretty soon I think I'm gonna transfer them into the chicken's pen area, but in their own little separate coop. So then that way the rest of the flock can get used to them, because they're still very small and the rest of the flock would just do some serious harm to them. Come on. Oh, you guys are excited. You haven't seen babies yet. What do you think? Oh. What do you think about that? First time seeing the babies. where you're going. No food. No food. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're so curious. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. I'll get you some food. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Everyone is sometimes lonely. Nothing to be ashamed of this. Everyone felt it unnecessary, especially you, my friend. Everyone wants to be free, but to be part of someone, and you want to be happy, but suffer from duties, and you want to be nice like the fruit on the tree, and you want to be happy, and you want to be nice like the fruit on the tree, and you want to be happy. Everyone is sometimes lonely. Nothing to be ashamed of this. Everyone felt it unnecessary, especially you, my friend. Everyone wants to be free, but to be part of someone, and you want to be happy, but suffer from duties, and you want to be nice like the fruit on the tree, and you want to be happy, and you want to be nice like the fruit on the tree, and you want to be happy.
There's something beautiful about establishing a long-term relationship with a garden like this. Getting to know the plants over time, developing a close bond with them, watching them change year after year. It becomes like that of a family, full of heart and love, going through the ups and downs of life with one another, weathering the storms. It's that kind of deep connection with the natural world around me that makes me feel alive, lifts me out of any hard place, heals my pain, pulls me out of the darkness. Being here, surrounded by all of this, there's no place I'd rather be.